Hi guys. I just read a fascinating article that I just wanted to share with you about space exploration and going out there to the stars. See, when I was a child, I loved Star Trek. I loved the Starship Enterprise and warp speed and the science and the technical aspects of the 23rd and 24th century. That was fascinating to me. And I used to remember getting books when I was a kid from the library by Dr. Michio Kaku and other books about the physics of Star Trek, about the possible future and the technologies that would take us into that Star Trek world. And we've also had the discussion about disruptive technology too, that could lead us to that 1,000 years of enlightenment. But I've always wondered, how will we get the technology, or does the technology exist, right, to create antimatter for the warp engine? Do we have the technology now to do that? Because there have been different theories published about different types of warp drives that could possibly be built. And I remember reading stories about scientists creating artificially in a lab setting small quantities of antimatter. And we all know the story: when matter and antimatter come together, they annihilate. That's what makes the warp engine so volatile, so fast, because that's enough energy to propel anything, to keep it operating, right? But I just recently read something from NASA about the discovery of the natural creation of antimatter in our atmosphere. Well, this is iGuru. We're going to talk about it. But we're going to jump into it. So thunderstorms make antimatter. This is fascinating. And this discovery, or this article right here, is from January 11th, 2011. Scientists using NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope have detected beams of antimatter produced above thunderstorms on Earth, a phenomenon never seen before. Scientists think that they think antimatter particles were formed inside thunderstorms in a terrestrial gamma ray flash associated with lightning. It is established that about 500 TGFs occur daily worldwide, but most go undetected. These signals are the first direct evidence that thunderstorms make antimatter particle beams. Did you see that? Let me read it again. These signals are the first direct evidence that thunderstorms make antimatter particle beams. Now, this is fascinating, right? So the discovery is that these things, antimatter is being produced in the atmosphere during a thunderstorm.
At any given moment, about 1,800 thunderstorms are in progress somewhere on the globe. New observations by NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope show that thunderstorms make antimatter. The process starts with a terrestrial gamma ray flash, or TGF, an intense pulse of gamma rays originating from thunderstorms. These dots mark TGFs observed by Fermi's Gamma Ray Burst Monitor during the spacecraft's first 8 months of operations. Researchers estimate that there may be as many as 500 TGFs each day.
Now, this is something that was observed years ago, right? And I had heard it before, but it didn't really mean anything to me until recently, when I was just looking into doing the research for disruptive technology and the coming age of enlightenment. That's the documentary we're putting together. And I thought it was fascinating because this is a phenomenon that's been observed. And not only that, it's been observed in other planets in our solar system, right? So the thought occurred is, what if we had the ability to harness that antimatter, collect it some way so that it wouldn't explode or annihilate, right? And we will be able to send ships out throughout our solar system and collect that stuff from gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn, and be able to utilize it for engines that we build to traverse the cosmos.
On the next episode of iGuru, we'll take a look at the Type 1 civilization in the Kardashev scale and the type of technologies that define a Type 1 civilization.